It's a magic body.
Hello and welcome to the Cryptonaut Podcast presents Evil Science and Magic Buddies, the show within the show, The Conspiracy of the Conspiracy Listener Stories, Part 34.
Holy shit.
34. Oh, man.
Wow.
What a great way to bring in the new year.
Yeah, absolutely.
2025
True.
is here, man.
The voice of the people.
We're actually recording this in pod time January 1st.
Yeah, we are.
So we're just in the new year, dog. We're just making it happen.
Just eking it in. Just barely.
Yeah. New year, new me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, look at you with your sweet new Godzilla shirt that only
your backwards Timu shirt.
tears can see. Yeah.
Listen, Marshall's is a hotbed for random Godzilla merch.
I'm glad you buy all of it. I honestly am.
I think a lot of what it is like test prints that they're like, is this going to work? And then they're like, nope, sell it to Marshall's. And they sell it to Marshall's. So that's okay.
What? Who's doing that, do you think?
I think some of the shirts are from this company called Threadless.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got some from them, and then I think other ones are probably just random like Toho merch because they all have like Toho like logos. On them,
Right.
I don't know, man. Dude, Marshall's, you never know what you're gonna find there.
No,
dude.
true, but you'll always find a deal.
Yeah,
and that much you do know.
100%. All right.
First, I'd like to thank our new sponsors, Marshalls.
Dude, I wish Marshalls would sponsor.
Yeah, that
us.
would be tight.
That'd be great,
dude. You get discount on all your t-shirts,
dude. I do. I'd be getting for like $3-4, man.
Snap.
Yeah, I almost actually got a Josh Allen, this goofy like canvas painted picture of him today, but
why didn't you?
The face looked bad, and it wasn't.
That makes it better, though.
Makes it
I know,
so much more, dude. How is that not in your man cave as we speak?
It looked weird. I don't know. I still might go back and get it
because you can't jerk off to it.
Wow.
You got me.
Busted.
Actually, you know what I didn't want to do because it was obviously, I don't know if it was licensed by the Bills, the NFL or whatever, but it wasn't Marshall's. There was no like actual buffalo like on the shirt or anything. There was no like Buffalo Bills.
So
it just said,
was he shirtless?
It just gave his number. Some dude in blue with weird eyes, and it was like it said Allen in the background.
Wow,
dude, that's fucking amazing. I can't believe you
Maybe
didn't.
I'll grab it.
Dude, you will
Maybe
regret it for your whole life if you don't own that immediately.
All right. Well,
okay.
I'll have to go back to March.
That having been established,
maybe tomorrow.
Listener stories, first pod of 2025.
We're doing
I am
it.
stoked. And I guess without further ado, let's just jump fucking both feet in.
Yeah, man.
Intro free. I'll make that shit up afterwards.
Yeah. Title intro, all Uncle Bobby after the fact.
Because right now I'm about to be surprised like the rest of the listening audience.
Oh, we got some bangers here. We got some real fucking fun bangers. Also, too, before we get started, if you have any experience or listener stories that you want to send to us, email us, cryptonautpodcast@gmail.com. Send your story in. We save everything. We have them all cataloged, so we will get to yours eventually, and just keep sending all your stuff in because y'all are fucking experiencing some crazy shit.
Yeah.
As we're going to see right now.
Wow. That was a hell of a segue, bro.
Let's see.
This is from Nathaniel. So this happened about 4 or 5 years ago, and it was late at night, and I was suddenly woke up without any prompt to, and I was on the top bunk, and my sister, who is 1.5 years younger than me, was on the bottom bunk, and my second sister, who was about 3, I think, was on the side of the bed. And when I looked to my right, from my sister towards the door, I saw a tall bipedal creature with black fur, red glowing eyes, and big horns. That's a combo platter.
Red eyes.
Dude, that's like the worst wake up like, oh, mom or dad, what? No, the giant bipedal creature.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird. The bipedal part isn't even the problem.
No,
it's the black fur, the red glowing eyes, and the horns.
Well, yeah.
I mean, bipedal and black fur, you don't want a Bigfoot or George the Animal Steel in your home at night unannounced.
Oh, R.I.P. George the Animal Steel.
He made a great Tor Johnson in the Ed Wood movie.
He'd be fine in your room, though. He
Yeah.
didn't do anything.
But I'd be okay if he showed up like, I'm George the Animal
He would
Steel.
defend you, yeah.
I'm the ghost of George the Animal Steel, and I'm here to protect you. I'd be like, fucking A right.
His crazy tongue.
Of course.
Yeah.
Green food coloring, but sure, crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was where all his power was.
I mean, I thought he was a fine professional wrestler.
Yeah.
My point is, it's not the black fur, it's the red eyes, and it's the horns.
Yeah.
Now, horns are just fine if you're an ungulate or you're some sort of cloven hooved fuck all of a, or soft fucking, I don't know. Do any soft pawed things have horns? I don't think so. I think all.
What's a soft paw thing?
Well, a softball thing like a camel.
Oh, no.
Soft paw.
Camels do not have.
Well, no, camels don't have horns.
They do not have horns. That wasn't the question, bro. That was not the
We're
debate.
saying anything other than hooved creatures
Behooved.
have horns.
I don't believe
Like the
so,
cows,
right?
the goats.
Yeah.
I know there's other things with horns.
Sheeps.
There's,
Yeah, but they're all hooved, I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sheeps have hooves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Behooved.
We're so dumb.
We're so dumb.
Well, we're not biologists.
No, we're not.
Jackalopes are not real.
Like
Or
I
they would
I
have-
remember someone said, "You don't really know enough about zoology to be a cryptozoologist," and I said, "Right,
Yeah. How many listeners do you have on your
Yeah.
podcast, sir?
100%
Exactly.
accurate. Never pretended
I
otherwise."
mean, I feel like if you go back to any other pod we did, you'll never say any of us calling ourselves a cryptozoologist.
Oh no,
No.
I'm pretty sure.
Never.
I definitely
Or even
Never,
smart.
never.
I'll dip into. No, we're dumbasses.
Smart.
Maybe sometimes crypto historian, crypto in the sense of mysterious,
Yeah.
not in the sense of like specifically
Yeah.
crypto.
No, right.
But
right.
we love monsters. Here we are.
Horns
and red eyes are problematic when you're a kid at night and you have two sisters in the room.
And there's things that's chilling in your bedroom.
Yeah,
It's weird. All right.
unpleasant.
Yeah.
Okay. Its head was about a foot or two away from the roof, and I'm 5'11", and this thing was taller than me. So at first I felt this instinctual fear, and when I blinked, it moved to the head of the bed before I could finish blinking. All right, that's
Oh, it's
the
got that
shitbag.
weird.
That's
Okay.
the
Teleporting.
the weeping angels from Doctor Who. If you
Yeah,
guys are
totally.
Whovians out there, and if not,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
something
yeah.
where as soon as you are not making direct eye contact with said entity, it can travel at a lightning pace.
Yeah.
Not good,
And that sucks because as human beings, we have to fucking blink. Dry eye is fucking a real thing,
dude.
and it's
I mean,
uncomfortable.
you have to blink.
You have to blink.
Yeah.
No matter how hard you try not to blink,
No, you got.
you're
to.
eventually going to fucking blink.
Yeah. I
All right.
always win that game.
You win the unblinking game.
I do.
So you're the one exception.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
if you want to brag about it,
I
now's
play-
the time.
I play against my daughter.
Okay.
She's got young eyes. I got old, crusty eyes.
Young
Yeah.
eyes.
I'm like that.
I know.
Yeah, it's the only
You
time.
don't know the pain.
It's the only time old eyes win at anything.
You have
for
a
the
whole
record.
tournament is just against your daughter.
Yeah,
And you
it's-
win all the time. And now you're gloating on the fucking pod.
100%. Yeah. That's right, Evelyn. Yeah. That's for you.
Wow.
Yeah. I'll see you when I get home. Or maybe I won't because you'll be in fucking bed.
We're back with Nathaniel and the top bunk. Okay.
All right.
All right. I locked eyes with it and was suddenly unable to move.
Ooh.
So, all right, eye lock paralysis. Blink, it moves closer. It's a lose-lose.
No, this is
100%.
not good, man. This demon has got you by the fucking. It's got you, dog.
The short hairs.
It's got you.
Yeah. Okay. I blinked again and sorry. I blinked again, yes. After what seemed like an eternity, it was right next to my 3-year-old sister.
Oh, man.
This is when I decided I had had enough and grabbed my pocket knife and was about to get down and fight it.
Yeah, my kind of guy right here.
I mean, he's got baby sisters in the room.
Dude, your sister.
As a
you gotta
big brother,
defend your sister.
You got to defend the babies.
And I like this pocket knife when he sleeps is in reaching distance.
Yeah,
He's like just in case.
like a down home kid that's like sleeps in his blue jeans, shirtless, knife in the back pocket because you never fucking know.
Dude, you never know, man.
When a demon is gonna fucking
Yeah.
start
Yeah.
stalking the fucking fam.
You got to have your knife ready to stab it.
God bless him.
Yeah.
All right. So he's about ready to fucking throw down when it looked at me, once again, and I couldn't move. It then disappeared, leaving me unable to sleep for the rest of the night. I haven't shared this story before because I didn't think anyone would believe me. So thank you for your time. Thank you for your story,
Yeah,
Nathaniel.
thank you, Nathaniel. Damn.
And it sounds like too many accounts I've heard before and read before
Yeah.
for me not to take it seriously.
Yeah, this is not. I mean, demons in your bedroom like this coming at you. It kind of plays into sort of like some sleep paralysis stuff. I think.
Absolutely. I mean,
yeah,
let's throw all the mundane shit right out there first off.
Yeah.
A lucid dream.
Yep.
Involving or not involving sleep paralysis.
But even with sleep paralysis, I mean, that doesn't mean that it's not necessarily paranormal. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, this thing is, if it's mesmering him, that's very well, it's sleep paralysis. You're just stuck like that, like partially
Well,
asleep.
I would not call that sleep paralysis. I would call it paranatural paralysis.
Okay.
I mean, because
Fair.
as far as we know, Nathaniel's wide awake. And this thing stares at
All
him,
right,
and
fair.
and like an alien abduction scenario or any number of other paranormal events, he's just unable to move because this thing clearly has beyond the scope of mere human powers. And the black hair, the glowing red eyes, the horns, were enough to indicate that it wasn't human.
So apparently, if he's saying that this thing was like pretty like from the ceiling down, its head was fairly. So if he's 5'11", this thing's got to be like well over like 7 to 8 foot.
Yeah, I mean depending
if
on
the
how high the
ceilings
ceilings were.
are 10 foot, then
Yeah, I'm assuming the ceilings aren't 6'3".
No,
Yeah.
that'd be
No,
weird.
if they're
That would
average,
be
they're
weird.
probably
Yeah.
like 10 foot.
So this thing's 8,
Yeah.
9, 10.
Yeah, this
you
thing
don't
is
know. It's big.
huge.
Big. And so but I can't help but think instantly paranatural in the sense of the occult, because unless a cryptid, and we have a whole section that we refer to as hypercryptids,
Mhm.
and we have inexplicables, things that fall beyond the pale but seem to be biological. This would seem to either be a hypercryptid in the sense that it's just got abilities that are well beyond any other known Earth creatures,
Right.
or it's a paranormal entity. Paranormal not in the broad umbrella sense, but in the sense of the occult.
Yeah, this has got to be something paranormal. This thing could not fit through that door. There's no way. If it's that big, it's gonna really fit through a regular door.
It could bend down. Basketball players walk through doors all the fucking time.
This thing is almost 10 foot tall.
You can bend
10
over.
foot tall.
Oh my fucking God.
Yeah.
This is not what make
The
Chris,
door. The door
I don't have the
proves
strength
that
right now.
paranormal.
Wait, I needed more time in this pod to build
it's
up the
when
strength.
it's when he
Fight.
freezes the kid to stare. Thank you for trying. And it's when he fucking moves at fucking lightning pace between the blinks.
It's
not the door that makes it
I will
paranormal.
stand by the door.
Okay, you know what? I can't do this now.
I'll hold the door for you, Robert, when you need me there. Who
Fuck
will
off.
hold in the door?
We're moving on to the next story.
It'll be Mark.
Yeah. So I think it's paranatural.
Yeah, and again, thank you for sending that. It's super, super creepy. Also, too, I just want to put this out there before we move on to the next story here. How the fuck do you ever sleep in that room again after you see that thing?
Oh,
What do you
let
do?
me go one further. How do you sleep again?
Yeah.
Like,
no,
how
I
many
guess true.
days? I went through a 4-night bout of fucking insomnia about 2 weeks ago, as you guys knew well, and I was about losing my fucking mind.
Yeah, no, dude, I know.
Thank you for pharmaceuticals and goodness of doctors, because
Yeah.
I finally was able to crash, and I've been sleeping well ever since, thank the baby. But my point is, if I saw some shit like that, especially if I was younger, like he doesn't say how old anyone is except his youngest sister is 3.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming he's still a teen.
He's
or,
got it, yeah.
or
Well, yeah,
maybe
well, they
even a
were on
12-year-old
bunk
or
beds.
Yeah.
bunk beds,
So
sharing a room. So kids.
Yeah.
So this is probably still a young man. And I mean, I don't know, like the shit my mind made up when I was that young to keep me
Totally.
from sleeping was ample enough to keep me awake
yeah.
for hours. What would happen if I saw this? But of course, I'm not him. I'm a big fat, scaredy cat, and I'm not going to deal with this shit. He's pulling out his pocket knife and about to go fucking toe to toe with a 10-foot tall, behorned, possibly behooved creature.
Right.
Yeah.
So Nathaniel's clearly made of sterner stuff than I've ever been.
I love the mocks. He just got my pocket. Just take this.
Oh, you getting close to the
Get it
baby,
open.
are you?
With this. Yeah, like you're fucking going, man.
You're gonna get fucking 3 inches of fucking pocket knife
Dude, just keep stabbing.
right in your thigh.
Just keep
Everyone,
stabbing him.
everyone needs a thigh to walk.
Dude, that demon doesn't know what he's
It's
messing
true.
with when it comes to Nathaniel. Exactly.
I mean, we'll never.
Just saying,
we'll
he's a
never
hard
know.
ass.
Oh, for sure. All right, Robert. Next story coming to us from Derek.
As long as you don't blink. From Derek. Hey guys, semi-long time listener. Oh, that's interesting.
Awesome.
I
Thank you.
discovered your pod during COVID and binge listened to every episode. Thank you. Thanks for what you do. Oh no, I thanked you first, but thank you for thanking me, Derek, and Mark and Chris as well. I didn't mean me. I mean, I know it's us. No, don't turn it into a thing. Don't turn it into a thing. I'm not having the eyes. You know what I meant.
I'm just here.
Wow, fuck you guys.
You're doing
Still
it.
hasn't slept.
Yeah.
God, first fucking pod of the year. There's a band meeting.
We're secretly. we gotta call someone for Bob. Son of a bitch.
Oh, boy.
All right.
God damn it.
I
Did you
meant-
start HR yet?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that.
I fucking did.
Oh,
When do they start?
all right.
When do they get on the payroll?
So, is it good enough for me to go on now?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
it is. It is.
Thank you for what you do, as in the collective you,
Oh, it's funny.
and for covering lesser known cryptids. Sorry in advance for the butchery of the English language that follows. All good. I share that. I'll stay semi-anonymous here, and I will leave some details vague, partly to hear Uncle Rob say it. You're welcome. That's nice. But also because I want the area this happened to be left alone, as I can almost guarantee anyone who goes there will be a believer. Anyway, on with the story. I grew up in the 1980s in a suburb of Seattle. The city I lived in is situated at the very southern end of King County and butted up right against Pierce County. The reason I mention this is King and Pierce counties are number 1 and number 2 in Bigfoot sightings, respectively. Oh, and like the totality of Washington?
I don't
I'm
know.
just guessing like the per capita sightings of Bigfoot up there which makes sense. Pacific Northwest.
Yeah,
you
that's
know, like it must be. You know,
crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Dope. The city I grew up in is coincidentally named after Auburn, New York. No idea why, however. So I'm not surprised. There's Auburns all over the place.
No, there's just shitloads.
It would be funny, though, to have an Auburn in Washington that is named after us. Now, it could have been somebody that, I don't know, worked with Seward.
I was
thinking
maybe something to do with Seward.
Yeah, that could be.
It's interesting. I mean, not that it matters, but it's an intriguing connection.
It's kind of cool.
The neighborhood I grew up in was at the edge of the woods, which bordered a river on one side and a gravel pit on the other. Being the 1980s, we as kids could fuck off for hours in these woods without anyone's parents seeming to even notice. Boy, I mean, I was 7 when the 80s came, but yeah, I still had a lot of autonomy for a kid, and so I get that.
Oh, yeah.
I totally get that. This even applied to trips to the woods at night for our neighborhood rite of passage. Oh, that's interesting. Once someone's little brother got a certain age or a new kid moved into the neighborhood, it was time to take a trip to the gravel pit at night to see, quote unquote, him.
Dude.
See, it's the thing. Everyone's got their army man.
That's exactly what I was thinking, man. You got to go fucking army man, dude.
I don't remember
The
ever
local
challenging local
demon.
kids to hang out in the
No, that
11
didn't really
trees.
happen. It's just like, don't go there, man. The army man. No one's like, hey, wimp, go over there.
Yeah, well, this
These
thing-
were probably slightly older kids, tougher. You know, we were youngsters at the time.
Yeah.
Especially, well, Mark was a non-exister, but you were very young.
81, man. I was there, baby.
This is 80.
I was there. Yeah, in August I was there.
Oh, let's take the zygote out and see if he's scared.
I was born in August, dude. Come on,
Okay.
man. I
All
was
right.
there in spirit.
Yeah. all
Dude,
right.
you couldn't even hold your neck up.
You're right. You're right.
Like,
You're right. I
come on now.
I couldn't do it.
It's true. Your beard had barely come in.
Yeah.
I was in the garden.
We would
Oh, it's funny.
pick a night where the moon was full for 2 practical reasons. Nothing exactly magical about it, but it did probably lend to the drama of it all. The reasons were 1, the woods in the Pacific Northwest are dark as fuck at night. And 2, we had to pass through a gravel pit at night with guard dogs, so we couldn't take flashlights.
No,
Both
dude,
sound reasons
Okay.
to wait for a bright moon.
this is a great place to hang out. You're like, dude, the guard dogs, the gravel pit. Like,
Oh,
what are
yeah.
you gonna do? Like chopper sick balls type of shit, dude.
Oh, totally.
Yeah. I don't think I ever had to deal with guard dogs growing up.
I avoided it.
No, we did.
Yeah.
There was one guard dog. Its name was King.
Oh boy.
It was at King's Auto over on Clark Street, and that thing would chill on the side of the house. It was a Doberman. Yeah, dude.
King.
Dude, King the Doberman. And we like ride our bike and be like, he's gonna get you now. Just try to get you.
Oh, that
But
was
you
a game.
weren't like trespassing, right? You were just
No, we
riding
just
by.
we were just driving
Yeah, okay.
around. Yeah, no, still. Oh, yeah, I guess it wasn't trespassing.
I assume he was leashed.
Oh yeah, no, he was leashed for sure. But
Sure.
that was.
So you guys are just dicking around until the fucking line snaps and then somebody's
dude, that dog, and he was
fucked.
you know how Dobermans are like beautiful. Just the way
Yeah,
that
they're
they
sleek.
fucking look. Yeah, they got that fucking sleek mystique. They're like deadly and shit. And, dude,
Okay.
just
Well, I don't
Jesus.
have the same Doberman fantasies
Yeah,
that you do.
apparently.
But
I was gonna say I'm feeling a
I
little-
first off, I
Wow.
hate cropped ears. I'm not here to start a fight, but that's
I
just
don't
the way it
know.
is.
I know
I find
you- no,
that
actually,
absolutely offensive.
No, he did.
But that's just me. I mean, you do what you want
No, I
with your
get
shit. But yeah, they're all right.
Yeah.
If you want dogs that when you pet them, it feels like it's greasy skin, sure. All right, I'm not a huge fan of Dobermans.
I was gonna say you clearly
Yeah,
aren't into
they're-
Dobermans
no.
at all.
I
I
like
don't
fluffy
like them either.
dogs.
Well, that was the only
Nice
guard.
dogs.
I think that was the only guard
Yeah,
dog we had to
nice.
contend with.
Nice dogs.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Dobermans can't be nice. If you're a Doberman lover, shut the fuck up. I'm
Ah,
sorry.
you're in so much trouble already.
I'm not.
The Doberman crew's gonna be after
It's
you.
not about that. Just don't cut animals' ears. Okay. So Mark's Doberman fantasy now over.
I know. Josh Allen on a Doberman. You're getting that pain. Somebody do that for
Now
Mark.
I have to go back and get that goddamn picture.
You
Son
have
of a
to,
bitch.
and you have to find a good artist to add a
Oh,
Doberman to the
yeah,
corner.
oh, yeah.
I know one.
There you go.
Kelly. I'm talking to you.
All right.
She knows who she is out there.
Perfect.
All right, here
Well,
we
not
go.
a good. Actually, you need a bad artist to do it, probably.
Yeah.
No, she could definitely.
For-
she could paint some dope
It-
shit in there.
Though it
for
would
me.
be pretty cool to have the Doberman look better than anything else in the painting. On the other hand, It's probably a gem of imperfection as it is.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
I'm going to end up going to buy it tomorrow.
Okay.
Now I have to.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, we knew the spot where quote unquote he lived, and we would pretty quickly, not prickly, pretty quickly sneak our way there. Sorry, forgot to read for a second or how to. Once we got there, one of the older kids would let out a whoop. Then others would join in until you smelled that terrible rotting egg / wet dog smell.
Dude, he fucking
That
stinks.
Distinct Bigfoot nightmare shit garbage omelet smell.
Yeah.
So bad.
So bad. Like I find both repulsive. I cannot imagine.
Well, you give him
Oh,
the
yeah.
old juggalo whoop whoop, and he shows up, man.
Sure.
There
Better
it
have a
is.
Fago.
Yeah.
Better.
Just throw a thing of Fago at.
Could you imagine?
or as you mentioned with our podcast with Allie from Let's Get Haunted, the Yoo-Hoo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I often mistake Yoo-Hoo and Fago. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
What?
it's-
They're not even
I know
close.
Shit, I
Yoo-Hoo
know.
is like
One is
water
literally
chocolate.
chocolate
One
water.
is just
yeah.
like chocolate milk.
And I guess I just
Ish.
forget what Fago is. My,
It's okay.
my bad. We don't even have it around here. If we do, I've never seen
I
it.
haven't seen Fago in forever.
Yeah.
No, I don't think we I do. I'm gonna go. I'll look. I think there might be some spots we can get.
Off subject altogether. Big fan of Fresca.
Oh, Sam.
So
I love Fresca.
refreshing
I love a
and
good Fresca.
grapefruity.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
I love a good
I don't know why.
Fresca.
Probably really good with bourbon.
It's like an
Little
old man
mixer.
soda.
It is.
Fresca.
Like blackjack gum.
Yeah.
Something that's almost not good,
Yeah.
but good. Yeah.
Ah, enjoy
Okay.
Fresca.
All
All
right.
right. So we got rotten egg.
So-
we got wet dog.
Yep.
We got whooping at the Sasquatch.
Sometimes he would yell back, or you'd see glowing eyes in the dark. But his seemingly favorite response was to huck head-sized rocks, missing your head by inches. There was such velocity to them that you would feel the wind as it passed by.
As a father, I want to put this out there. This is so fucking dangerous.
Yeah.
Whatever's going on with this thing,
Like, no matter, I mean,
this is wrong.
if it's
Okay.
big unit in
This
its
is
accuracy,
fucking bad, dude.
like, all it takes
I
is an
mean-
inch off, and then some kid's decapitated.
But the kids whooping and throw stones at you,
Oh,
giant stones.
I'm not saying he's not justified in his response. I'm saying you're not the parent of the Sasquatch
Man.
or whatever the fuck this is. You're the parent of the kids.
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%,
So you
yeah.
got to protect those little fuckers from
Yeah.
getting their head knocked off by a fucking head-sized
I mean, it was the
mini boulder.
80s, man. The kids wanted to go play with Sasquatch.
I mean, that was a rite of
What
passage.
are you gonna do?
How crazy is that? Like, you just
Oh,
knew
dude.
when, and if you were a younger sibling, you knew when you hit a certain age, it was going to be your turn. And if you
Be
know,
freaking the fuck out. How, we'll get to the end because I got a
Okay.
bunch of fucking questions about this.
all right,
this-
fair enough. Oh, let me get to where I found it. In fairness, to my knowledge, nobody ever saw he was a Bigfoot to absolutely confirm, but you'd see a silhouette and it was gigantic. Skeptics would say as a kid, any adult would look huge, but there was no mistake. This was no man. Long story short, this initiation was very simple. Whoever ran first was a pussy, laugh out loud. I get it, because it's all about moxie when you're a kid and impressing the older boys when you're at least in a guy situation. It's
Yeah,
sucky
you
and
gotta
weird.
see who's
And
got
it's
who-
1980,
Yeah.
and all those kids are like 60s kids for the most part, or
Dude.
70s. Yeah. So different era, different judgment calls. Not that I think any kid out there right now is going safety first,
Yeah,
because kids are going to be dumb in
No,
every
it's-
generation.
It's literally the game of I've got bigger fucking balls than you. Watch
Always,
this.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Now that sounds insane, but to my knowledge, this was a ritual that took place for years. I did it. My two other older brothers had it as well. Every kid in the neighborhood knew him.
Dude, so this weird right
So
of-
he had like two fucking older siblings to fucking
this is
wait.
generational, dude. This is probably who knows how far this goes back.
But like, was it just one time? You got this one chance. That was your. 'Cause I feel like
Oh,
that's
like,
just like.
can
I
you
mean,
go there? Like, oh,
if
is it
you know what's going to happen, and this is the day we're going to do the initiation.
Oh,
Right.
skeptical Chris.
Right. What? Look, if you just went on a random weekend
Skeptical Chris.
and you did your whoops, were you going to get the smacking? Like,
Right.
I mean, all right.
You
So
know
Or
what I'm saying?
I
Just-
mean, if
Chris-
if you went there at any point, if you're just like we're going to go
Yeah.
see him tonight, you know,
posits a reasonable assumption, and that would be, say you have a burly, old, bearded, long-haired as I used to be uncle when I had hair, and he's willing to be fucking around like a lot of late 70s uncles, as I recall, did. And all my uncles were fucking crazy rednecks, just fucking nut, shirtless, jean wearing, just like I described earlier with the kid, like just fucking nuts.
Yeah.
We're not exactly in a super rural area either, but they just were fucking nutballs. So you get somebody to comply. He's pretty good. What seems like a rock, it could be just a decent sized rock. And luckily, maybe he's on the baseball team, he's missing. And all he has to do is be silhouetted. Maybe if he wants to be really creative, put like some swimming goggles on so it catches the reflection of the moon and looks like the eyes are glowing. I mean, there's definitely a reasonable room for skepticism.
No, for sure. I mean, it's, that's easily like Chris is saying, you could set it up like, oh yeah, so-and-so's going to go out there and fucking throw the rock and do the thing and do the whoop and make it happen.
It's mainly just because of the, like I said, the initiation aspect of the whole story. Just, it smells of.
Also the courage displayed by those kids, because I mean, I do remember wild kids, some of whom are in prison now.
I know that family, as a matter of fact. I know the ones that you're talking about.
Plenty of wild cards.
Like,
and they literally are all in prison.
Have gone to confront a Bigfoot week after week.
They would have taken their father's gun and shot it, and then probably one of their brothers would have shot the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
And then they'd be, whoever was left would split the fortune.
They would have went in prison earlier.
Sure.
Yep.
So I can see kids being willing to go back. And en masse, you have much courage as an adult and as a child.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're there with a group of people and you're focusing on the fear of the youngest, the initiate, if this is a real phenomenon, and they don't know, maybe it is a super burly, really good throwing arm having a homeless dude, but maybe it is a Bigfoot. I mean, human beings smell rank if they don't bathe too, if they live in some fucking cave.
If it's a Bigfoot, this thing apparently is just living outside this gravel pit.
Well, yeah,
and you go there, you whoop, and it just then again,
then you're encroaching on its territory.
Yeah, but that is a thing that Bigfoot allegedly do. Throwing rocks at people, shit like that.
The smell is spot on. Yeah. I mean, it's very hard. Gigantic.
The smell's a good one. Yeah, how do you fucking do that?
Like, what do you do with the smell?
If there's like a swamp area around there,
right?
I mean, it could. That's why Bigfoot smell that way, is because they're in like murky, nasty water.
And their hygiene is probably leaves something to be desired,
dude. Yeah.
Well, because it's even swampier and sulfurier in Florida.
Just skunkier.
Sulfurier.
Just big
sulfurier.
All that Bigfoot shit fucking smattered all over their fur, and dude.
That's true. I mean, I bet their wiping technique.
They have no think about that.
Who wipes Bigfoot's ass?
Yeah. Who's going to teach the Bigfoot how to wipe their ass?
Their big mom? Or something, I would hope.
Other animals don't. Why should they have to?
Well, because Bigfoot, they got ass cheeks.
But you never see is the person.
Most animals don't have ass cheeks.
When the Bigfoot walks away from them, no one describes. No one describes the big old like pink eye that's staring at them, like you see with a rabbit hopping away or a cat.
Yeah, it wouldn't be, because if
the reason most animals don't need to wipe is that the hair is finer and finer until it's non-existent until you got the whale eye.
Yeah, not us.
But well, and presumably not a Bigfoot.
Yeah, we got them cheeks, dog.
Yeah. Thank you.
Spread the cheeks.
That. I mean, is every creek a bidet when you're Bigfoot?
Yes.
It has to be, yeah.
What else do you do?
Oh, you're just Bigfoot shitting up the river.
I would not.
The whole river is a bidet.
Up. It is, yeah. Just fucking splashing it up there.
If I had to smell the undernuts of a Bigfoot, I might just check out. I might just be done.
I mean, just any nuts, not even under the overnuts.
Yeah, around the nuts.
Yeah,
anywhere near the taint area.
Just a weird fruit basket from a Bigfoot. You're like, my God.
Wow.
What the fuck is that?
Huh. I mean, all right, to save one of your lives, yeah. But that's it.
Well,
you someone else I love.
I
would smell a Bigfoot's taint to save your life. Yes, I would.
I feel like that's the next Saw movie.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Rob.
You made a pledge once.
Dad and Chris are tied together. On the other side of the room is a taint. If you don't smell the taint.
All right. I'll try not to let you guys die. Now I'm starting to get a little cold feet.
Oh, let's play a game.
The taint is the key to untie the chains.
Let's sniff a taint. All right.
All right. So anyway,
terrible impersonation.
Bigfoot with its smattered shit fur, whatever aside, this thing comes out, throws rocks. Super fucking dangerous for one. But I mean, this leads me to think that, like, if this dude knows where this spot is, if you guys know where this thing is, you have a direct fucking line to a Bigfoot.
Do it.
Like, bro, if you're out there, and you're listening to this, which obviously you are, you're, a listener to the show.
Sure.
I mean, it might be interesting to go fucking check it out.
Dude,
and
Monster
see.
Squad. Get the band together. And
Yeah,
fucking...
go there now and do the
Right.
same thing. Do the whoop whoop, do the fucking juggalo, and then see that if it throws shit at you, and if it does, man, that's.
Well, here's the other question.
And he
I
was
would
saying,
have.
man, he could be a believer.
I mean, they were
People,
saying
people
anyone
will become a believer.
who went out there, they become believers. But this is 45 fucking years ago, and I mean, I'm assuming Bigfoot, if it exists, even though I know it goes against you and some other believers out there, is a corporeal entity, a corporeal animal.
But I mean, it's only 45.
It could be mystical. If it's mystical, then you only find it when it wants to be found.
Right.
Well, it's only 45 if it was a fucking infant when it was throwing rocks at kids. I mean, if it's already standing gigantically tall, it's probably an adult Bigfoot.
It could be in its 70s and be fine. We don't know how long Bigfoot lived.
I know. I'm just saying that we shouldn't assume it's still lurking in the area. That's all I meant.
I mean, I think they could probably.
Is it worth a look-see? Absolutely.
Yeah, dude, for sure. Derek, get out there, man. Check this shit out.
Right.
Report back to us. Let us know.
I would assume, you could, when you have one sighting of something that they think is a Bigfoot, I assume there has to be more than just one, unless they are self-replicating.
Yeah.
Right.
And this is in an area
that's true.
That is pretty big with.
But it was
Sasquatch
never
sightings.
supposed to be a family, which is not to say he couldn't have a family. I mean, I guess the way I was imagining it was like like when a silverback is not the strongest and they get ostracized and they don't have a harem and a family group anymore when they get to be a certain age, and the bigger silverback says "fuck off,"
right,
and they scoot. Like maybe this could be. And I mean, I'm not a primatologist. I don't fucking know. But I just always kind of figured maybe Bigfoot works like that. You get your alpha male, you get your group. And some people, or some of them, are bound to be rogues, whether by their own decision or because they're ostracized from their family or group. Yeah. And that you're just living by a quarry trying to make do, and kids start fucking with you like every other week.
Yep.
And you don't want to kill them because you're probably smart enough to know that's going to bring down a whole heap of shit.
Or you just happen to miss them. I mean,
or you just have terrible aim, and they're just the luckiest fucking kids ever.
Yeah, because it seems like one of these kids would have definitely gotten their fucking head smashed in with a rock.
Yeah,
because I'm assuming if it wanted to, that it would.
That's why I think it's intentionally missing.
Yeah,
yeah. Anyway, I am inclined to think that it's probably a cryptid,
like a Bigfoot oath where it can't kill children.
I doubt it.
Maybe when it left the center of the earth, that's what was part of the deal.
Oh my God.
It's like the Immortals, like you can't kill on holy ground.
Yeah. See?
You can't kill in gravel pits.
You're talking Highlander rules, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
The Kurgan.
The Kurgan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Tom Brown? Is that his name?
Clancy
Brown. Oh my God.
Tom Brown, no.
Good Tom Brown.
No, I think it's an author.
You know what?
I'm pretty sure it's an author.
Let me talk to myself right now when I say band meeting.
Yeah.
Rob, you're gonna have to dismiss yourself.
All right,
Tom Brown.
How the fuck did Clancy?
No,
I love him in Buckaroo Banzai.
I'm thinking of Tom Clancy. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Oh, see, we're all fucking up
no,
here.
Tom Brown.
But I fucked up worse. All right. All right, it's fine. It seems like at the end of every story, I fucked up Dobermans. Now I'm fucking up Tom Clancy Brown.
It's all right. We're doing it.
Why the fuck, Tom?
All right, man. We're moving on.
All right.
This is from Gavin.
Thank you.
Shit, all right.
So before I start this, I want to have a disclaimer. I'm a believer in many things, but I always try to look at things as if they were seen from an enemy's perspective. So that's what you'll get with this episode. Oh, excuse me. So with that, okay. I said that completely wrong. So with that, let's get into the episode. That's interesting. That seems like somebody maybe military background or at least a functional need to survive. Because when you're looking at the world like that, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's probably a very sage thing and a way to stay safe, especially if you're vulnerable.
John Edmund shit, dude.
Some fucking
John Edmonds.
Yeah, Jason Bourne meets John Edmonds.
Yeah,
like,
dude, just constant.
What's my enemy seeing right here when he walks into this room? Yeah. All right, well, I won't be by the punch bowl, or whatever the fuck you figure. I don't know. I don't think like that because I try my best to be as lazy as possible and not have enemies. And clearly, everyone who owns a Doberman, I've made a terrible mistake.
Yeah, the whole Doberman fucking clique is after you, dude.
I mean, I don't hate them. I feel bad for them, really. Did that work?
They're beautiful dogs.
I'm not saying,
you know.
Yeah. I mean, if you like painted greyhounds, sure. Come on.
I can't believe you.
Shit, I keep digging deeper.
You really do.
All right.
What's next? The corgis?
I know corgis are adorable.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. What's next?
Rest in peace, Queen Elizabeth. All right. And her sweet-ass corgs.
Too soon.
Well, no, she had a good run.
Too soon.
I'm not saying it was... All right, you're right. Too soon.
Tell
her
right. Kids she had a good run. They'll be like, no, we want our mother back.
Oh, my God. Yeah. You're right.
Tell the corgis that.
Wow.
All right.
I
think
still
you're
don't
gonna have to
straight.
read this next one, man. Now I feel horrible for fucking King Charles and Phil.
Dang.
Harry don't give fucks. Oh yeah.
Oh shit!
Di is laughing in the fucking
Yeah, no,
the
she
nether
like,
plane
she's
somewhere.
like burning hell, bitch. Whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, here we go.
All right. Now I need to get to him again. Okay.
From Gavin.
Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
everything's from the
So it disclaimed
perspective of
everything.
an enemy.
This is also a personal story about something I quite frankly can't explain. And it takes place outside Petoskey, Michigan. So one day in mid-August in 2014, I was trying to sleep, but I couldn't. Mostly because my cat was freaking out. Yeah, they'll make it so you can't sleep.
Yeah, that's a bummer, dude.
As my cat meowed and hissed at something, I approached the door to outside. I thought I saw a flicker of movement in the woods just beyond the small field that my house was in. Then I saw a flicker of light in the clear black night sky. Quickly, I grabbed my pair of binoculars just in case something cool was outside. Looking up, I saw a pair of 7 lights in a hexagonal pattern with a larger light in the center.
See, something cool was there.
So 2
Okay.
rows of 7 on each hexagonal plane with a light in the middle. Is that how you guys are seeing this?
A pair of 7 lights in the hexagonal
So
pattern.
a pair of 7 is 7 and 7, so it's 7, 7, and
Or
hexagonal.
14,
Yeah,
14, 14, 14.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter. I'm
Totally.
just trying to figure out
No,
what you
I
saw.
mean,
But it
that
looks
makes sense.
awesome
Oh, yeah.
in my mind.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
makes sense.
Just then, my cat started running around as if in panic. I went to look down to see what he was doing, then another flash, and I went back up to the strange lights, but oddly enough, I couldn't see anything. The whole sky was pitch black. No stars, no airplanes, nothing. Then another light came down, and I realized that the thing I saw earlier was the same thing I had seen that was now, hovering just above the tree line. The light then came down and fell onto a sort of tent outside my home. What the fuck? What's a sort of tent? And
Yeah.
like you just had a plummeting light
I don't
from
know.
a hexagonal fuck all just hit your, or maybe not from the hexagonal thing.
I mean,
that's vanished.
we get a little bit more coming up here, but when I read that, I'm like, what?
That's crazy.
A sort of tent. What?
Next, a series of orbs came out of the craft and hovered just in front of the windows that I was next to. That is definitely no bueno.
No, dude.
Like,
Yeah.
When the hexagonal light thing starts pissing out orbs to shoot towards the window you're in.
Yeah, not good.
Eesh.
Yeah, and it doesn't get better.
Okay. Suddenly a movement caught my eye. What I saw next, I can't describe properly. Imagine a white figure in an orange jumpsuit, like a prisoner, but with 3 large, glowing, solid purple eyes. Fuck yes. Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Oh, Gavin.
Yes.
Oh, Merry Christmas, just a couple days late. Oh, fuck yeah. I love it weird.
Dude.
All right. 1 in the center, 1 on the left, and 1 on the right. All right. I kind of figured. I was wondering, though, if the center one was higher. He doesn't say that, so I
you
guess
always
it's 3 in a
assume
row.
that's what you normally see.
On a-
in,
Yeah,
Like,
like
That's
it
how
very well
designers
just
do
be-
it. Yeah, it just could be boop,
yeah.
boop.
Yeah.
And then you have maximum fucking vision,
Because
like
if you had
stereoscopic.
like 3 in a row, that'd be a fucking bitch.
Yeah. Well, because our brains aren't used to
It's
it.
like,
I tried using
you can't-
VR the other
you can't
day
imagine what it
that
it
my
looks
baby
like.
nephew got,
Oh.
and dude, I couldn't stand up. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
all I
Yeah,
could do not to
it's-
pay. I had to like brace myself in like
Yeah, it's
7
weird.
different ways.
It's weird.
And
It's
I had
messed
to
up.
like close my eyes to touch things because if I look and then tried to touch things that weren't in front of me, it fucking threw. So our brains are wired a very certain way, and once we get to our age, that's the only thing they
No,
can
dude,
do.
I did the Star Wars. I did the Star Wars one years ago and got sick.
Yeah.
Charlie had the whatever the Facebook headset
Yeah.
is, or and I
You
did
should do the simple one. You like to walk through a rainforest.
Yeah, no,
Slowly,
I was like
and not
fighting
have
with
to
a
like,
lightsaber.
do quick things because
yeah, and then I
The
just-
roller coaster one that I could do sitting down was great.
sitting
but-
down is a whole different
But
thing.
Yeah.
but the point is, before we get too far off track, this thing has clearly been created and or bred to function with 3 eyes, and so
Yeah.
it's perfectly reasonable for it.
It is.
I'm
yeah.
assuming. Okay. So now I just gotta find my shit. I'm right.
Then I looked at the figure's legs.
Thank you. There were 4 of them. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my
dude.
god. He had like a quad pod.
Yeah, dude.
Quad pod.
Oh,
I love that fucking term.
I love it so much.
Oh man, fucking quad pod.
The creature then walked to the craft, which was now right above the ground. there was another creature which seemed to be examining the ground with a type of yellow box. During all of this, I was frozen. Now getting my wits together, I screamed and the creatures noticed me and must have freaked out too. Jumping 20 feet into the craft, and with another flash, the craft disappeared. Then I promptly passed out. First off,
What?
Gav, why? Why do you bring attention to yourself?
Yeah,
I'm not saying you shouldn't be
man.
terrified. You have
No.
every right to be terrified. But your reaction in terror should be to like slink away and hide, not scream. And because they could have, they happen to be apparently just as afraid of you and got the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah.
But they
then-
could have just as easily started walking towards the fucking window or the sliding glass door or wherever the fuck you were.
Yeah.
And that would have been a problem, man.
Or he's ready to face him.
I don't.
Stand your
And you
yard.
don't usually scream when you. Well, maybe it was a Rambo scream.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a hyper masculine. What the fuck you doing on my land?
That could
What you
be.
doing in my tent? My sort of tent.
I still feel like
That's your first blood.
Yeah.
Oh, like me, he was
I
scared.
guess
Who
you don't know.
knows?
Look, when you
I
get
mean,
your wits together, you don't really have control.
No, that's true.
Shit happens, but I feel like if I did, I probably wouldn't say anything, and I'd be like, just don't look at me.
Yeah.
Like I want to look at this.
Yeah,
Just
I'm-
don't-
I'm
like,
not
like
gonna-
me.
I don't think I could stop
You know, like-
staring,
right.
but I would like wish myself invisible so hard.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah,
Just
but,
like if I'm
you
still, they don't see me. If I'm still, they don't see me.
Yeah, I'm definitely.
There's T-Rex
Yeah.
protocol.
Yeah, right.
Ever
Like,
since
they're not gonna see me.
1993, I think, and I think even before then, it was a natural human thing. Like I froze, ergo I'm invisible.
Yeah.
That
Can't
really
see me.
doesn't work in most circumstances, though.
No. Well,
All right. Now the next day I woke up. So missing time. So they might have shot into the craft because they were scared that you saw
well, it
him.
said he
but then,
passed out though.
Yeah, but I think they
Maybe
might have.
he
They
passed
could
out
have. They
from-
could have shot the mesmer, man.
All right,
a lot of times
true.
people pass out from seeming fear, or I mean, passed out seems so abrupt. Like, I mean, that is such an incredible sight. I would not blame anyone for fainting. So if that's what
Yeah.
happened,
No, that's,
absolutely
yeah,
no
that's,
shame.
Yeah, that's what it seems
But
like.
I tend to think it was induced because that's what fucking happens so often
It's true.
in
It's
the
true.
lore. Okay. All right. I got up and went outside where the craft was. There were 3 prong prints on the ground and several strange tracks going out and suddenly disappearing. These prints were in the same exact place as the craft was and the creatures. Ever since then, I have not seen things like this ever. Well, thank God.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like
Okay.
you get the weird, super weird alien dude, other weird possible alien dude, like, and then it's just dude, it's a fucking
I mean, that's classic.
yeah. Oh, it's classic.
Orange
For
jumpsuit,
sure, yeah,
4-legged, white-bodied, 3
We-
purple eyes. Fuck yes.
I mean, I guess it could have been robotic.
Could have been.
Could have been, yeah, no. And
No, why would you put a robot in clothes?
the quad pod is
Why not?
interesting.
Yeah.
The quad pod's real
Well,
interesting.
because
quad
well,
pod.
all right. So
Yeah.
I'm going to say this now. I always say this when I'm intrigued by this,
Love it.
Gavin. If you're listening, I hope you are. Thank you for the story, A, and it's not over yet, folks. B, can you, if you have any way of describing its locomotion, I would love to hear it.
Oh, for sure.
And
Yeah.
the shape of its head, was it humanoid? Was it like sort of oblong to accommodate the extra eyes? I'm assuming because he didn't mention it that it was probably
Yeah,
basically
me
humanoid.
too.
Right.
But any additional details, and if you notice the hands, if it had appendages,
Yeah.
that were
Anything else that you
normal.
want to send us, man? Feel free to. I'm going to email him before this goes up to let him know that we're going to
Yeah.
be using the
Okay,
stories.
great.
So,
Great,
yeah,
great.
So he'll know.
So yeah, I would love to
All right,
find out
yeah.
everything. So he writes break here.
Well, I wrote break.
you wrote break.
because this is where he's going into a different experience. The
Okay.
alien one is over.
So if it flowed together, it would be truly befuddling.
It would be, yeah.
Thank
'cause-
you for that.
Oh, because when he picks up here his
The way
next
he announces,
paragraph,
yeah.
All right. Well, actually, I do have another experience. This next one actually happened quite recently in August of 2024. I just got back from a trip to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Oh, a little Civil War buff.
Yeah. He's
Nice.
close to us too.
Right on. And there I had found a bullet fired from the battleground, and I had gone camping in the area. The place was very touristy, but I'm used to that as I live in northern Michigan. But on to my experience. I had just gone to bed in our camper, and my sister was asleep. As I went to close my eyes, I saw a flicker of movement from the far wall. Then a bright flash of light. And to my eternal surprise, a figure clad in a gray uniform looked over the table that we had set up for cards that night. Then the figure saw me and pointed and mouthed the word Yankee.
Oh boy.
Oh, you picked the wrong place to nap, Yankee.
Yeah.
Oh, you plumb fucked up. Because there were two sides in that war.
Yeah. Guess what, buddy? You're in the wrong section of fucking the state here because we're in Pennsylvania, and guess what? Y'all lost.
Well, you're talking to the ghost now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
No, I mean the ghost.
Pennsylvania did not
understand that. No, Pennsylvania didn't lose.
No,
Just so you know.
yeah, no, the ghost. I'm talking to the ghost. He
Yeah.
called me a Yankee. I'm like, guess what, friend?
Oh, I didn't realize you were responding to the ghost.
Yeah, I'm responding to the ghost.
Now it makes sense. It was a little confusing. No longer. Now it's all clear.
Fuck it.
Dude, this is the year we clarify our opinions and our jokes,
Yes.
so we know what we're talking about.
Yeah, all of a sudden, fucking pro-Confederate
What
mark.
fucked me
fucking...
up? What fucked me up at first is I was sure this would be another alien type
This
encounter.
is why.
Me too, and it's not.
I
yeah.
wrote break.
Yeah,
Because
I appreciate
he
that.
has a couple of. He's got one more experience here, but if you don't,
And there's a little more to this too.
yeah, because when I read this, I'm like, holy shit.
Why does an alien give a fuck
Yeah.
what part of America you're from?
No.
And who the fuck calls anyone a Yankee in the last 100
Well,
years?
now he's face to face with a Confederate ghost.
I mean,
Yeah.
I got called one.
Yeah, I did too.
Oh,
when I
you
was down
did?
south.
And this
Did
was, yeah.
Did I get called?
I
This
went
was
to
like
a bar that
2000
specifically
2005.
said no Yankees allowed, and they were super cool once we went in.
No,
there, me and my
yeah, I
buddy.
wasn't. Really
I knew
a
it was
fan.
tongue in cheek. This was 20 years ago when we were doing the Honey Island
Oh,
documentary.
yeah.
So things have obviously hardened up between the North and South a little bit, and
Yeah.
not quite as fluid and fun as it used to be. But yeah, everyone that's cool is still cool.
I don't think I was ever called a Yankee. I'd fucking laugh my
Yeah.
balls off if I was. Hey, listen here, Yankee.
When did you get called a Yankee?
And
Chris?
when he was in New Orleans.
No,
Oh,
yeah.
right on,
Yeah.
right on. That makes sense. All right, I
It wasn't
turned-
spiteful.
no,
At
no,
all.
just an
Didn't they all
identifier.
refer to you as like a Yankee?
No, a couple did.
Yeah.
And then he made like a baseball joke. I'm like, I don't like baseball. I don't know if they got
Baseball
it. Because I was
sucks.
like, the Yankees. I'm like,
No,
and then we just all drank and it was fine.
yeah.
Yes, there you go. Yeah,
All
perfect.
the wounds from the Civil War can be healed with drinking. Most wounds.
I hope we can get over
Yeah.
it as a country.
The reason I
Many
say
rum and
that,
cokes later.
it's
Yeah,
been
right.
so long. I
That's
think
funny.
we can. No veterans left.
Oh.
All right. I turned my head. I mean, there's no Civil War veterans left.
I'm
That's a
just
fair
saying, no,
statement.
I get it.
It's like not enough World War II veterans.
Dude,
It's
no,
time
there's-
keeps ticking
There's
on.
a couple there.
There are still.
All right.
All right. I turned my head. Gavin turned his head, just so you
Yeah.
guys know, afraid of what might
Oh,
happen.
Jesus.
But then the figure got up with an audible sigh, and as he went to walk out of the room, he faded from existence. I have now seen this figure that I dubbed Bill due to him once saying Builder after I once asked his name. Last name Builder, maybe? Or title, like
Yeah.
a job?
Oh, builder. Yeah, weird.
Bob? The?
Bob the
Fair.
Builder.
Nope,
he
nope, I'm
can
sorry, I
fix
did it.
Bob
I don't
the
know the song.
Builder.
He's gotta get it
yes,
out.
he can.
He had to get it out. I'm sorry. I
You
shouldn't
watched
have done
Bob the
that.
Builder?
Of course I did. I
Yeah.
have nieces and nephews.
Fucking Bob the Builder rules, dude.
Fuck yeah, he was fine.
Yeah.
He
I'm not going to piss anyone else off.
Yeah.
He was,
Don't you
he
fucking
was a
talk-
He was
hard-working,
completely
fucking
justified.
talk
a
shit about Bob
hard-working
Builder,
American
son of
who
a
never
bitch.
crossed the line. And I admire him for it.
Pro-union.
Crossed the
Pro-union.
line.
Yeah.
Was he, though?
I mean, they could have been. I don't know. We'll
Oh,
see. Yeah,
man.
we'll
All right,
see.
Hey, build a builder. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
The figure I have seen has followed me from Pennsylvania all the way to northern Michigan. That sucks. Because the hitchhiker phenomenon, well known, especially from
Yeah.
the Skinwalker Ranch, but other things where if you get seen by the undead or some paranatural entity, be careful because they can find ways to tether themselves.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have DNA tracking. I don't know what method they use. But all of a sudden, no matter how far you go, it's like a fucking dog sniffing its owners across country.
Yeah.
They figure it out and fucking
They'll
get
get
there.
you.
Yeah.
They'll get you.
It's weird. All right. And he seems quite at home. Now, I've always loved history, so having a Civil War soldier follow me home is rather frankly awesome.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't be into that.
I mean, if
At
you
all.
really love the Civil War, what better than to have a vet there that maybe occasionally, if you're lucky, you can talk to?
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you
I don't know,
talking
man.
about, dude?
Right.
Like,
Just
I'm
seems-
a big Dio fan. If like Dio showed up as a ghost and was like, Chris, I'm gonna follow you. I'm
Well, yeah,
like,
it's different. It's
what-
fucking
like-
Ronnie James Dio. It's just some random fucking Confederate soldier.
Yeah,
Oh,
but he's into it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
so
Yeah.
Other people don't give a shit if Dio follows them.
No, not everybody.
I have an update
Okay.
on this story.
Okay.
I'll read this for you real quick because
Thank
it's actually at the very end, but I don't want to miss it.
I
okay?
appreciate it.
So Gavin has had an update. He says, "Hey guys, just an update here. I just found out that Civil War era soldier that followed me home, well, he happens to be a descendant of mine. And to further bolster that fact, my sister found out that his name is Jacob Radson, and he had died in Gettysburg. So yeah, that's
Wow.
it. So a descendant of his found him at
Well,
Gettysburg.
Ancestor, but
Or
yes.
ancestor, yeah.
Yeah. But
An
yes,
ancestor, yeah.
that makes a filial connection. That still is befuddling because how do you know? I mean, is instant DNA scans of all living things a ghost ability that no one ever has mentioned? No psychic ever?
Yeah, I don't.
Like, how the fuck do you
Yeah,
know
I'm not sure how that works.
that this is however many generations removed? You know, I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I just am fascinated by what the mechanism would be. And of course, it's not scientific. It's already a fucking ghost, so why am I looking for science? But still,
yeah,
it's fascinating.
Right.
I don't know, man.
All right. So now we're on to Gavin's third and final episode.
Gavin's got a lot going on, dude.
Yeah, he's preternaturally busy.
For sure.
Like a ghost is one thing, but fucking wow.
yep.
That alien on top of it and UFO,
Right.
it's some shit, bro.
Yeah.
My last experience takes place in the past when my mother, a known addict and possible Ouija board owner. Oh, that's tough.
yeah.
Sorry,
I
man.
mean,
But what he says
No,
is,
I mean, I know.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, she actually had one, but I didn't know that at the time, and I was 7 at the time. Then one night I was in bed. I saw something I would never forget. My room was in the shape of an L with a large closet attached to it, and my bed was on the corner of the L. The long part of the L was the far wall. On my far wall, I had a shelf that had knickknacks and other things like a model of the Red Baron. Oh, yeah.
Cool.
History nerd strikes again. Makes sense.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I had one too, like a biplane model that someone maybe gave me.
I
Because
feel
my
like I-
uncle fought him in World War One, and I inherited his fucking bedroom set somehow.
Your uncle fought the Red Baron?
Yeah,
Really?
and lived and got old and died, and then I got his bed for some reason.
Really?
So I'm
Yeah.
sleeping in my
I
dead.
mean, it's a
uncle's
popular thing.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
Red
it's a-
Baron, because he was like a legendary. Plus,
Yeah.
the Peanuts, Snoopy,
Yes.
and the fucking Sopwith Camel fighting the Red Baron constantly.
Forget
Yeah.
about the pizza.
What?
The pizza.
Oh, yeah, that was also a fine frozen pizza.
Yeah,
too.
the Red Baron.
That was not my
Oh, I was like,
go-to.
what the fuck
What
are
a
you talking about?
Yeah.
One of Chris's
I'm like,
favorite frozen
Red
pizza.
Baron notoriously loves pizza.
I do like a Red Baron.
No,
Yeah, it's a
dude.
good pizza.
So your uncle fought the Red Baron, and then you got his.
Bad when he died.
You have a. It's crazy how famous your family. You have all kinds of crazy famous shit happen in your family.
I don't know if that's famous. I think a lot of people
One
probably
of
were in
your
the skies.
cousins or whatever
Well,
wrote
yeah.
Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah, and I don't know. It must have been a cousin or something. I saw somebody pointed out like that all our kids died, and that's probably true. This is all I can say specifically, that I'm related to the Ingalls side of the family because I've got a cousin named Ingalls still
Mhm.
to this day. Ingalls, not the Wildner, not anything else, and that there's a direct line, and that I'm like an offshoot somewhere.
Dude,
But not that, but you brought it up, so I
But
just
then
wanted
your
to
uncle
clarify.
fought the Red Baron, dude.
Well, he he might have been in the sky. He might have gone toe to toe. He might have been a badass. I don't know. I never met him.
Just flew by the Red Baron.
He could have just gone, boom, I fought the Red Baron.
right. Right.
Or
There he is.
because I don't want to
He's on
get
the ground.
haunted.
He's like, "Fuck you."
I don't want to get haunted by either the Red
Flip him
Baron
off.
or my uncle. He could
What
have gone toe to toe with the motherfucker.
Dude, Bob gets haunted by a plane
Dude, can you
everywhere he
imagine?
goes.
Dude, that sounds like it would have been an amazing stories episode.
It would have been.
Like
dude.
haunted by a plane, just flying
that's
through
funny.
your room, scaring the shit out. Like one of those ones that was semi-funny but a little bit dark.
No, yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
I think there was a ghost train one. Maybe that's why I'm thinking that.
Was there a ghost train?
Yeah,
one?
it went through somebody's fucking house,
I
scared
feel
the
like-
shit out of them.
I don't remember.
Yeah, no, there definitely was.
Definitely
I
was
don't
a
know what
ghost
it was
train
part
one.
of, but
I don't.
yeah.
It was amazing stories. I'm 90% sure. All right, regardless, that was a huge fucking. I have to mention this before I continue. An L-shaped bedroom sounds hellish for a kid with an imagination, because no matter where you are, there's going to be a place in that room unless your bed is wedged directly in the corner that you can't see.
Yeah, I think that's why I would like it though, because you'd have like a room area, then you'd have like a nook, or you
Right.
could have like the nook where you slept,
Yeah.
and then you'd have like a cool little area for like.
But if you slept in the nook,
Your
then you would have
collectibles.
that
Then you
whole
can't see,
empty space around
what's
the
around the
corner that you
corner.
couldn't
yeah,
see.
that's true.
Yeah,
Like
you-
the only way I could be
You have to
I
be
wouldn't
in
be
that one
satisfied.
corner
You'd
where
have
if
to
you
be in
look, you see the nook,
Yep.
and you're staring at down.
But
at the
but it's hard. Like which side do you want? Like I would want to be facing the dark end of the nook because I want to look that shit dead in the eye before it comes and gets me. Because if I'm laying where I'm facing the door, where I'm a little more secure, then I'm constantly looking over my shoulder and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, true.
See,
true.
I mean,
I know.
it's kid logic, but
yeah. All right. Well,
yeah. As an adult, I'd say fuck you. I'm not taking the L room.
I would
'Cause
love
I
the-
know
would-
better.
I would love the L room.
Really.
That'd be perfect.
Why?
Well, for a studio, it'd be great.
Okay.
Yeah, you have like your area for like your computer and like your table, and then you have all your collectibles. But you could get like a couch, you could get like a little like a coffee table. You have like a little like lounge area, and then you have your office area. It'd be kind of cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about a bedroom, bro.
Same. It doesn't got to be a bedroom.
Yeah,
It could be an
I would.
office space,
You
too.
think I wouldn't be cool with an L-shaped studio? Is all I'm
Same.
saying. Of course I would.
I'd sleep in there. It'd be fine. Wouldn't care.
Okay. Well, yeah, you're ballsy.
Yeah, that's right.
Let me get back to this Red Baron aside. And some figurines of wolves, as well as a Red Baron
Yes.
model.
Fucking dope.
On the shelf, I saw a black mass move from one side to the other side of the shelf, knocking over things and just causing a general nuisance. The thing, if I had to describe it, was a black starfish-looking thing. Holy shit.
Dude.
With wispy things coming off of it. So we got a potential alien, a potential ghost, and now a potential interdimensional.
Something,
yeah,
dude.
I don't know.
As I followed the thing with my head and eyes, I noticed that my room was also pitch black, but the thing was darker. Not even the darkness of the deepest, least sunlit trench could match the darkness of the thing.
We've heard about entities like this
Like
too.
the
Yeah.
Ultravanta.
Yeah.
like void black.
Yep.
Black hole black. As the thing crawled across the far end of the shelf, it fell off unceremoniously and hit the ground with a wet plop. And at that point, I am fucking done.
I'm fucking
Yeah, no.
out.
'Cause that's
No.
That
tangible.
confirms.
Yeah.
That
and it's like,
yeah.
"Bonk," and you're like, no.
Yeah, I'm fucking done, dude.
Fuck. Then the thing disappeared. I don't know what this thing was, and maybe you guys can give me some ideas. Boy, I wish.
I mean,
Well,
I mean-
he's got a closing thing here that's kind of
Okay, my theory is that it is something my mother conjured, and it followed me from her house and followed me to my father's house. Also, this thing felt very angry and possibly even evil. Well, that's a whole other thing. It's one thing if it's a sloppy ass, like fucking Pokemon knockoff fucking
right.
slop starfish
Starmie.
that just like this
Star
waddling
you.
on your fucking your Red Baron, direwolf shelf, and then stumbles off and gives itself a boo-boo and goes, oh, and then disappears to its own dimension. That's weird. It's disturbing. It's haunting. But when you get a sense of concentrated anger and possibly, preternatural evil,
Yeah.
that's a fucking problem. So maybe it's a demon then.
Yeah, I mean, if his mom, I guess, is playing with Ouija boards, which actually I brought the one that I got from Christmas. It's over there on the shelf.
Oh.
So we have our own Ouija board here. I mean, I
Liam
guess
just
if she's-
asked me for one today. I'm like, hey, buddy, I don't know if I can get you one. He said, why? I said, Mark doesn't like to use them.
well,
He said, why not? And I said, he just doesn't. He goes, well, don't bring it to the studio. Bring it to my house.
wow.
I was like, all right, dude, we'll talk about it later. It's not even like I believe in him.
When you're
but
li-
now I'm like, fucking, I can't take the chance.
when
Captain
you're
Howdy.
when you're late to the pod because the kids are levitating.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you'll know.
Then yeah, we'll
No,
know.
I'll call. You guys will be there and we'll be remote potting
yeah,
and
props.
filming it.
The whole thing was possessed. My God. So yeah, I mean, I guess depending on Ouija, I'm not if his mom is messing around with one or doing something. I don't necessarily know how that works.
I don't either.
If it's a gateway for
No one
demons,
really does.
no one really knows. But
I mean, I played with it plenty of times.
but now this
too.
thing this thing followed him though. He said from his mom's to his dad's.
So that means he saw it again. So again, Gavin, because you will be informed this is coming out. So
Oh no, I'm
hopefully you'll be
sorry.
listening.
He's saying that his mom conjured it where he was living with his mother, and then it was with him when he went to his father's
so he did.
house.
So this didn't happen at his mom's house.
I don't believe so. No, my theory is that something from my mother conjured and it followed me from her house and followed me to my father's house.
Okay. Well, you know
Yeah.
what, Gavin? If you could clarify that, which house you were in, where your
Wonder
bed
if this-
was in the L-shaped room, because that's important at least to Chris and I.
Yep.
Yeah.
And more significantly, if you ever saw it again.
Yeah, that's a weird. Yeah,
And
I'm,
any further descriptions.
if this is like a one and done where you just kind of saw this thing and then it went away, or if this thing's been like haunting you. I mean, he's been hanging out with a Civil War soldier.
well, this is when he's a kid.
Yeah.
So if we were going chronologically, like if I had rewritten this, I would have put
this
him
one-
chronologically.
This one happened first.
This would be first, then the alien would be second with the 3 purple eyes
Gotcha.
and the
I
orange
was- I was
jumpsuit.
7. Gotcha.
Then the most recent one in 2024
Yeah.
is the Civil
Dude,
War.
this being the first
Confederate
experience,
ghost.
what if this fucking thing is what kicked everything off?
I mean, it
What
could
if
have
this little
opened
weird
him up to the
angry
paranormal.
shit here? Yeah. If it's attached to him for some reason,
It's a valid
it turns him
possibility.
into a fucking beacon for everything.
I mean,
Damn.
that would certainly fit under your umbrella love.
It would.
And
for
I wouldn't
sure.
rule it out either. I definitely would not say like, oh, that's absurd, because well, I mean, why not? Who knows? If you become open to
But he
like
knows
one form of non-human intelligence, and who's to say that that doesn't attract others for whatever reasons?
Although he does the Civil War soldier, the veteran there is
Is
like
a family
is
member.
a family member, yeah,
but didn't
so-
show up until he actually went to Gettysburg.
Yeah, it's true.
Does everyone who has, ancestors that fought in the Civil War, if you go to a battle reenactment or World War II or whatever war it might be, if you're vacationing in Vietnam, wherever it might be, do they get to attach to you if you happen to walk by where
that'd
they
be
died?
weird, dude.
That
That'd
would be
weird.
Foxville.
That would suck.
I mean, obviously Gavin's cool with it, but I don't know how.
Have I been to
I mean, I got a lot of
Yeah.
veteran ancestors, and I don't know if I want
I
that.
don't know if I want
Colonial Williamsburg. Have you been there, buddy?
Oh, I have. Yes,
there
I
you
have.
go. So you've seen a candle made.
So that's Gettysburg.
No, Gettysburg is the Civil War.
Colonial.
I just
yeah.
jumped. I don't know why I jumped.
No, but what's the one in Virginia? I went to that one too. Was it Colonial Williams? No,
It's
I'm
in
so
Virginia,
confused.
isn't it?
Isn't that Colonial Williamsburg?
I don't know if it's in West or Normal Virginia. I'm not even sure it's in Virginia.
I went to Busch Gardens and I saw a giant eagle.
Oh my
That had
God.
a fucked up foot.
Was it real? Oh, it was real. Then.
Yeah,
it wasn't
real.
a statue
Yeah,
or
it was
something.
weird.
Good.
They were like rescuing him or something.
Oh, that's
I don't
good.
think I've been to Gettysburg though. I have
I've not
I
either.
have ancestors that were general, or not generals, but they were like higher ranking in like the Civil War. I forgot the guy's name, but it was something Stores. My grandfather.
Stonewall stores.
Yeah, no, my grandfather got big into like genealogy, and he found like the our family members in the North fighting the folks in the South or whatever, and he had a whole like thing about.
That's
I
cool.
forget the guy's name. Shit, it was something cool too. Yeah, like fucking Cornwall Bloodstock Stores or
Wow.
some shit. I don't know.
I think,
Daredevil Dad stores.
I think you just found your Patreon
I
name.
think I know. I got a different one for that. I got
Okay.
a different one for that. All right, man. So there it is, listener stories. We did it. Thank you all for
Thank you, everyone, for
continuing
contributing.
to sending these in.
We might consider one of these days publishing a book. We'd obviously get your permission first, all the people that we talk about, because
for
it's
sure.
it's an incredible array of information that is
Yeah.
now not currently in the public sphere. It is in so much
Sure.
that we just read it.
Right.
But
yeah.
there is, there are researchers out there that might be able to correlate your accounts with
I
so
mean,
many others.
We had a listener story. We had someone write us in about the possible. It was a possible encounter with Sam the Sandown Ghost Clown.
Yeah.
We had the puppet, the crazy puppet people, the Count Von
yeah.
Count.
Von
We
Count,
had all
that's
kinds of-
an extraordinary
Yeah,
series.
like we had all kinds of stuff. So if you've experienced anything and you want to send it in to us, again, you can email us at cryptonautpodcast@gmail.com, or you can go to the website and fill it out and send us your stories. So we save everything. We go through them all the time. And like Rob said, if one day if we ever do decide to do a book, we'll let you know and you'll fucking be in there.
Yeah.
So there it is. So yeah, thank you all for your continued support. Robert, 2025, new year,
Oh,
bringing
boy.
it in. First pod of the year, first group of Patreon shout outs for the good folks who support us
Doing it.
over there at patreon.com/Cryptonaut podcast.
Heck yeah. Bless them one and all, as I always say, beginning with Jeff Bills.
Thank you, Jeff.
Squangili Man.
Scongili man?
Scungili
The
Man.
Scongili man.
I know I'm not Italian, so I apologize for
No,
the
that's
brutal
actually
mispronunciation.
that is actually a reference from one of my favorite podcasts, Last Podcast on the Left.
Oh.
So I would like to give the Scongili man a good hail yourself, sir.
Oh, there it is. Oh, is that a self-empowerment thing, but kind of satanic too?
Hail me, hail Geen, Magustalations.
All right.
There you go.
Okay. You know what? Good. Alex Ray.
Thank you, Alex.
Jake versus Evil.
Yeah, it took me a second till I'm like Jake
Or
versus
it could be
Evil.
Jack.
Yeah,
it could
'cause
be
there's no
Jack because
E.
there's
Is it
no evil.
Jack?
So let's go with Jack.
Jack versus
Jack
Evil.
versus Evil.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Jack.
Thank
Hail
you.
yourself, Jack.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
Lewis.
Thank you, Lewis.
McCobra CG.
Hell yeah, McCobra. Thank you so much.
That's fucking dope. Samuel DeHaan.
Thank you, Samuel.
Thanks, Sam.
Mm.
Brandon Ashby.
Thank you, Brandon.
Ruben Vasic.
Thank you, Ruben.
Last, never least. I've been waiting for her to sign up.
Dude, she's here.
Finally here.
There you go.
Anna Hollingstad.
Thank you, Anna. And again, you can
Nice.
check all that bonus weekly content out over there at patreon.com/Cryptonaut podcast. Discord access is there, all kinds of fun stuff. Check that out. And yeah, we got weekly videos, we have bonus audios every week, all kinds of fun stuff. So if you were like, I'm going into 2025 hard, I just want to go dick or tits deep so far into the Cryptonaut podcast. Sign up for Patreon, patreon.com/Cryptonaut podcast. You will go deep.
Oh my God,
Yes.
coughing. New Year
Deeper than
coughing.
you ever hoped you could go. And before we leave, we got some special thank yous to give to some Christmas presents that we got.
Oh, my
Oh,
gosh.
Oh, dude. All right, right
Absolutely.
here. Flip and Flop, our
Oh.
boy Flipside. Thank you so very much.
Dude, he
Oh,
is always
absolutely.
the coolest. Like, I love it whenever we have an event. He is always there.
Yeah, no, he's awesome. dude.
Always
He's the
has
best.
great stories.
And-
always participates in a
Yeah.
fun way. Like, just so fun to talk. Like, obviously, I've communicated to personally, and he's just the dopest cat. So, thank you for the well thought out, brilliant, and
Oh my God, it's
beautiful
amazing.
gifts.
Dude,
Oh,
check,
yeah, they're
dude, look
dope.
at these. I got some fucking floating, the floating rig for my fucking pit vipers. How dope is that?
can't lose them
dude?
at
Oh,
late.
I love it.
It's hilarious.
You got me a dope ass fucking Jason pin, some coffee, anti-fog
we
stuff
all
for
got
my
coffee.
pits.
I got
I'm
vitamin C to
stoked.
keep me
You got-
healthy.
You got vitamin C.
Which-
You got a really
I've
cool
got-
fucking poster.
I've got
This
Chris got a great
is
poster.
dope. Appreciate.
I got some
Dope.
wicked cool pins. I've got my fucking John Keel fan pin on my hoodie, which I was gonna wear for the thing, but then I
Yeah.
get too hot.
yeah.
But among the other things, the coffee, all the great stuff. This I got to say, I'm going to show the $10 tier at least so they can see it. This perpetual ice cube that you keep in your freezer to like chill your scotch or whiskey in the shape of Nessie, my baby.
Oh, there you
My
go.
baby. So
Yeah.
thank you, Flip. You are fucking awesome as
Yeah, it
always,
was all
and you
dope.
didn't need to, but man, was it appreciated. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, man. He said he
And
got
Flop too.
And yeah, oh no,
Oh,
dude, Flop.
absolutely.
Dude, Flop is.
Thank
fucking-
you. Yeah,
dude.
you guys are both.
Loved
I
it.
haven't had the pleasure of
Loved it.
speaking to her yet, but I mean, awesome across.
Yeah,
the board.
sometimes she'll jump on Discord with him. Like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've talked to her on there.
That's
for
very
sure.
cool.
Yeah, so Flip and Flop, thank you so very much. Yes, and he also got a super cool movie poster for Chris.
Yes.
Chris's film
it's dope.
Squirrels.
That will be up in
Like a
here
theatrical.
somewhere.
Which we're gonna be
Yeah.
we're gonna hang it up here in the studio, which is fucking super dope. Yeah, there's room back here, dude.
That's
There
a
sure
perfect
is, but
spot.
there's a door behind there.
Oh, there's a
so-
there's a door.
I mean, there's plenty of room like there.
Yeah, hang it right
Yeah,
over
it's true,
there,
too.
man. That'd be dope. Yeah, for sure. I can't wait to see that. So yeah, we appreciate all the gifts we get, and thank you again, Flip and Flop.
Absolutely.
So fucking dope.
Yeah,
I'll catch
absolutely.
y'all on the Discord. So yeah, man, we're back. We're here. We're doing it. Brand new year. So excited. And yeah, that's it. We're gonna make it happen. Oh, you know what? I forgot to say to you boys, happy birthday.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's coming. It's come again. Has
it's come
it?
again. It has. You know how many years we've been doing this as of the time that this has been released?
7 years.
7 years exactly.
7
Yeah.
years. I got sloppy last year.
You did.
I lost track of
No.
how much time.
I'd ask my wife. I said, if we started in 2018
Oh my God,
and it's
yes, dude,
2025, I said, it's 7 years, right? And
Yeah.
she's like, well, yeah, when did you release the episode? And I'm like, it was January 5th of 2018. And she's like,
Yeah.
yeah, so that would be. And I'm like, yeah, but we're not full of the year yet. Like, we're starting on the day. Like, now we're at 7, but we're not into the day. We're not into
We're
the year
into
yet.
the 8th year.
We're into the 8th year.
Yeah.
So it's
Okay.
7.
Yes.
But is it 8?
No,
No, not yet.
Damn.
dude.
All right.
We will be.
Bro, math. Her and my wife is smart. Okay, she's
Yeah,
not
no.
dumb like me.
Dude.
Her and I were like,
She's a
well,
genius.
Charlie's 14. We're doing math.
Hey,
God.
you know,
You have a
Man-
problem with time zones too, don't you?
Oh, dude,
Doing the math for time
Oh
zones.
my god,
And that's
dude,
only 4.
terrible.
I got to tell
Oh,
you,
yeah.
mountain fucks me up,
Dude,
so I have to admit.
I constantly
Like, I can do California, New York, because that's where my peeps are, most of them, New York side. But
constantly say fucking New York time, and then I'm like, where are you? And like, what time is it? And I have
Yeah.
no fucking idea. So yeah, happy birthday, boys. There
Yeah,
it is.
dude,
Yeah,
hard to believe.
shit, man.
What a
7
fucking
years.
godsend.
It's crazy.
hey, lucky 7.
Yeah, there it is.
There it's. I mean,
All
it's
right,
one of my
so-
lucky numbers.
Yeah,
I don't
or you
know.
just cursed us, one of the two.
All right, shitty 7.
Yeah.
Shitbag 7.
Oh, dude, I
Let's
don't
just
want this shit 7.
non-committal 7.
You know what? It's our
okay?
7th. Let's just see what happens.
All right, man. There it is. I'm down with it.
Okay.
Are you good, Chris?
So far,
All right. Well,
I mean, it's day 1. So
it is day 1, but so far we're doing good. We're here.
I mean, yeah.
yeah.
All right, we're here.
It's 7:46 p.m.
Yeah.
So let's just hope.
Let's just fucking
Let's just make it to midnight.
There you go.
See what happens next.
Right.
Take each day.
Each day.
Each day
Each day.
Oh,
as it comes, folks. Each day as it comes.
Oh,
We're
no.
going to take it one step at a
Are
time.
you going to call us Yankees now?
No.
All right, good. Don't.
You are. You know what, Mark?
What?
You're a fucking Yankee.
Yeah, it's goddamn right I am.
Now you can never say no one's
Son of
ever
a
called you one, you
Yeah.
son of a biscuit.
Ah.
Oh, man, Yankees turn on each other.
shit,
Wow.
There it is.
It was bound to happen. It was the curse.
I know.
Stonewall's curse.
Oh, God.
When Yankees turn on
Carnival
each other.
Dad came through.
We'll be talking to you.
Bye, guys.
Peace.